Hi, my name is Tim Nelson, and this video is going to give you the report of the health status of the IAM Pension Fund. And we're going to use the current report of the health of the IAM Pension. This report was commissioned by the IAM Pension Trustees to the company Actuarial, and they paid them $340,000 last year. So these people know this is what they do. They're the experts. And just for credibility, I'm going to read this to you. This report was prepared exclusively for the IAM National Pension Fund, November 2nd, 2017. These are the people that make the big bucks to figure out our pension. They're the experts. There's 42 pages of facts and figures, all of them being very, very bad. Very bad facts and figures. This pension is dying. I'm not going to bore you with those. What I am going to do is just go straight to the summary sheet. The summary. Specifically number 9 right here. Let's get to that. The last number of the summary, which this group said that under the provisions of the Pension Protection Act of 2006, for 2017, the fund was certified to be safe, green zone. However, but projected to be classified in critical status within the following 5 years. I get this report every year. You have to request it if you're a member of the fund, and this is the first time they've said that. Well, what is critical status? Critical status is this. In 2006, the United States government developed 3 zones for underfunded pensions. You have the green zone, which is underfunded from 80% to 100%. That's a zone where you're still treading water. It's not good, but you're still treading water. Okay, you're not sinking entirely yet. And then you have the endangered zone from 65% to 80%. This is where you're starting to sink. You're starting to sink. Things are very heavy, and you're not quite getting the air you need right now on a pension fund. A lot of trustees will try to cut benefits before you get to the endangered zone. When you get around 90%, which is where this zone is now, the trustees have the option of cutting benefits. They still have that authority to do that. When you get into the endangered zone, 65 to 80%, you start needing governmental approvals. You start having to meet other types of governmental bars that they place on the fund, and you start getting restrictions. And then you have the critical zone, which is the from 65% below is a critical zone. This is just a shit zone. Okay, this is where you don't want to be, but this is where these experts said that we are going to be with this pension plan sometime in the next 5 years. In this zone, the trustees have let the plan get so bad where you have to go to the United States government to get approvals. Such approvals could mean suspending benefits altogether, cutting benefits to maximum, the maximum you can cut a benefit. This is like the bad zone. You don't want to be in this zone. I mean, at all. Okay, so, but this is where the experts said we're going to be. Okay, and so the problem is compounded when we're in negotiations, and including my company in negotiations, and our union bosses are saying, oh, well, the union pension's doing great. Really? It's not doing great. We just seen it's not. And they're trying to put more money into the IAM pension. It's like putting cash into a fire. Okay, it's just retarded. Oh, and so what you need to do is, in negotiations, you need to go, instead of putting more money into the IAM pension fund, you should have more money going into like other forms of retirement or other benefits in your contract. Not putting more money into the IAM pension fund, not increasing those funds at all. And so, like I said, the problem is compounded. A lot of our IAM union bosses, for a lot of the negotiating teams, some of us call them AGC, some of us call them general chairman, business reps, whatever they're called. Even the organizers, they're in a whole different pension plan. They're in something called a Grand Lodge pension plan, which isn't surprising that it's overfunded. That's their plan. They don't give a shit about our plan. They don't give one. Your plan isn't a fart in the wind for them. Okay, they don't give one shit. And so, and some of the union bosses are saying that, well, yeah, the plan's doing bad, but we're not going to suspend benefits, or we've cut benefits before and we're not going to do it again. That's bullshit. That's complete bullshit. We see here, and all you got to do is Google Motor City Machinist Pension Fund. That's exactly what they did with 1,300 brothers and sisters up in Detroit. With the IAM Motor City Pension Fund, they went to the United States government, United States Treasury, and asked to suspend benefits. Motor City Machinist Pension Fund approved for benefit suspensions. Okay, this stuff is very real. Okay, you guys, you have to give a shit about your pension. They don't give a shit about it, but you have to give a shit about your retirement. For you, it's your retirement and your family's retirement. And so you need to talk to your union bosses. You need to make sure that they're not negotiating more contributions increasing the contributions into your IAM pension when your IAM pension is projected to be in the critical shit zone. So, get the additional increases in other things in your contract, whether that's a 401k or other forms of retirement or wages or whatever. But don't, your negotiators ought not to be putting increases and increased benefits into the IAM pension fund, because with it being in the critical projections, you're not going to get this money. Okay, there's going to be suspensions, there's going to be benefit cuts, it's just going to be a complete disaster. So anyways, think about these things, and thanks for listening.